Verfolgen wir jetzt Elsa? Okay, Elsa ist weiter vorne. Ist das Auto da rechts, das jetzt abbiegt? Ja, okay. Warum verfolgen wir Elsa? Oh Mann, ey. Der musste mir aber auch noch genau in die Seite. Oder, nee, warte mal, wie ist es gewesen? Na, auf jeden Fall hat er mich irgendwie behindert. Ich bin doch der Spieler, ich darf doch tun und lassen, was ich will hier. Der Cola-König, ja, cool.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Also steht doch da rechts, oder?
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Ja, wie auch immer. Was machst du da, Phelps? Vor allem halt ohne deinen Partner auch, ne? Ja. Sowas hatte ich befürchtet. Er hat uns beschattet, wie wir Elsa hinterhergefahren sind. Das wird nicht gut enden.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
LAPD,
We have some questions
hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Vielleicht.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ach komm, Mickey.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall diese Kelso-Hintergrundgeschichte da, die da nebenher läuft.
About Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Na dann, ich bin direkt hinter dir, Roy. Zeig, dass du auch was kannst. Außer uns hier in die Scheiße reiten. Ich habe nämlich das Gefühl, genau das wirst du tun. Diese Elsa-Geschichte.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Hey.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Hey, you think those vice boys get any on the side? Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. I've been in this
Okay,
job
gut. Gucken wir mal hier auf die andere Seite.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
This is the
Case
crate
got
we
thrown
recovered.
out. Now the DA wants my head.
Hey, you think those vice boys get any on the side?
Mensch, da.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
Da sind die BARs.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
So, was suchen wir jetzt noch? Warte mal.
I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters with me. Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
Die Thompsons Maschinenpistolen, die haben wir ja nicht gesehen. Aber die waren wahrscheinlich das, was den Club auseinandergenommen hat, oder?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick,
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Warte mal, Kelso war auf dem
111
Boot?
Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Na toll.
Poor little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
Halt, warte. Ich muss erst runter.
Real nice guy. Felt loudly collaring her.
Da sollten wir uns vielleicht ein bisschen beeilen. Hier wollte ich nicht hin. Oh nee, scheiße, wo ist der Ausgang? Da ist der Ausgang. Oh, ich hasse dieses Dezernat.
It's him, the cop from the newspaper. He looked like he was a big pain in the neck. Now I have to swallow it.
Und los geht's. Bin unterwegs.
84 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
Komm her schon.
All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
Habe ich da gerade einen Typen erwischt?
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, total 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units respond.
Okay, die Frage ist nur, warum schießt der Bus? Warum sind wir nicht direkt? Nach hinten verschwunden. So, wir können doch bestimmt hier hinten durch, oder? Dann müssen wir zusehen, dass wir den Kerl erledigen, bevor er uns bemerkt. Sonst sind wir nämlich nur noch ein Haufen Schweizer Käse. Ja, oder du fängst einfach an zu schreien. Lockst ihn damit direkt auf deinen... Machst ihn direkt auf dich aufmerksam. Na, komm wieder raus. Komm. Wenn man sich erstmal so ein bisschen eingeloggt hat, dann läuft es ganz gut. So, jetzt die große Frage, warum? Warum dieser Bus? Ja, den Scharfschützen durchsuchen, das hätte ich jetzt, glaube ich, tatsächlich sowieso gemacht.
It's one of the BARs.
Haben wir gedacht. So, mein Freund, wer bist du? Also, Sunset zwischen 12 und 14 Uhr.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Mocambo, Tisch 3. Das ist Mickey Cohen. Das ist schon mal interessant. Zu erwarten, aber interessant.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Ach, guck
Looks
mal.
like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Da ist unser Warum.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Und mehr ist nicht passiert, mehr hast du dazu nicht zu sagen. Ach, ich bitte dich. Ja, da weiß ich ja inzwischen einiges mehr. Und deswegen weiß ich auch, dass du lügst, mein Freund. Oder zumindest nicht die ganze Wahrheit erzählst.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Bitte.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Sheldon.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Und deswegen suchen wir jetzt Jack Kelso, oder? Aber wäre es nicht sinnvoller, erstmal nach Sheldon zu suchen?
Nice day for it.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
In Hollywood?
Thank you.
Mensch, da gehört ja schon ein bisschen Kohle dazu, ne? Komm, Roy. Wir besuchen den alten Freund. Das wird sicher ein spannendes Wiedersehen. Das heißt, dass wir demnächst auch mit dem guten Doktor zu tun haben werden.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.